rain hit the ground like bullets, sharp and relentless. Amara stumbled through the darkness, her breath ragged, her hands shaking violently. Blood clung to her fingers, warm, sticky, real. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing louder with every second. "No, no, no," she whispered, her voice breaking. Her legs gave out, and she collapsed to her knees in the mud. The image wouldn't leave her head. Teni's eye wide open, lifeless. "I didn't mean to," she cried, gripping her hair. "I didn't mean to." Flashing red and blue lights cut through the rain. A car screeched to a halt. Doors slammed. "Police! Don't move!" Amara didn't run. She couldn't. She just sat there trembling as everything fell apart. But what really happened that night? Just hours before, everything still felt normal. Or at least it pretended to be. Amara and Teni sat on the edge of Teni's bed, laughing over something trivial, like they had done 1,000 times before. "You're overthinking it," Teni said, tossing a pillow at her. "He likes you. It's obvious." Amara shook her head, smiling shyly. "You always say that." "Because it's true." Teni leaned closer, lowering her voice dramatically. "The way he looks at you, if that man isn't in love with you, then I don't know what love is." Amara laughed, but her cheeks flushed. "You're mad.
Blushing.
And you're blind." That was how they were.
Stop it,
Always
Teni.
teasing, always close. People used to say they were more like sisters than friends. They met as kids, grew up together, shared everything, clothes, secrets, dreams. And now they shared him, Jason. Amara met him first. A quiet evening, a random introduction, nothing special. But somehow he noticed her. Not Teni, not anyone else. Her. "You're different," he told her that night, his voice soft, almost hypnotic. "Different how?" she asked. "Calm, real, not trying too hard." She smiled. No one had ever described her like that before. Teni had met him later, and at first she acted exactly how a best friend should. "Omo, you hit jackpot," she said, laughing. "Where did you find this one?" Amara grinned. "I didn't find him. He found me." Even better. Everything felt perfect, at first. If you're enjoying this story so far, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Because this is just the beginning. It started with little things, small enough to ignore. Jason stopped calling as often. "I've just been busy," he said over the phone one night. "Busy with what?" Amara asked, trying to sound casual. "Work, life. You know how it is." She didn't, but she nodded anyway, even though he couldn't see her. "Okay." Then there was Teni, always on her phone, smiling at messages she wouldn't show. "Who are you chatting with?" Amara asked one afternoon. Teni shrugged. "Just someone." "Someone? Relax now, why are you interrogating me?" She laughed. Amara laughed too, but something about it felt off. Days passed. The distance grew. Jason became colder. Teni became quieter. And Amara became suspicious. One evening, she sat across from Jason at a small restaurant, her fingers tracing the edge of her glass. "You've changed," she said softly. Jason sighed, leaning back. "Not this again. I'm serious. You don't talk to me like before. I'm just stressed. You don't even look at me anymore." He rubbed his face. "Amara, please, don't start." "Start what? I'm just asking." "I said don't start." His voice snapped, louder than he intended. Silence fell between them. Amara blinked, hurt flashing across her face. "Okay." He exhaled, softer now. "I didn't mean to shout." But the damage was already done. That night, Amara lay awake, staring at her ceiling, her mind racing. Something wasn't right, and deep down, she knew it. The truth didn't come gently. It came like a slap. Amara had gone to Teni's place unannounced. Something told her to, a feeling she couldn't ignore. The door wasn't fully closed. Voices drifted out. She paused. "She has no idea," a male voice said. "Jason." Amara's heart stopped. Then Teni laughed. "Of course she doesn't. It's Amara." Something inside her cracked. "She trusts me too much," Teni continued. "That's her weakness." Amara's hand trembled against the door. Jason chuckled. "Good. Makes things easier. Easier. For how long are we going to keep this up? Teni asked. Until we get what we need, Jason replied. And after? A pause. Then we're gone. Amara pushed the door open. The room froze. Teni stood up immediately. Amara, what is this? Amara's voice shook, her eyes darting between them. What is this? Jason stood, calm, almost bored. Answer me, she shouted. Teni sighed, crossing her arms. You weren't supposed to find out like this. Amara stared at her, disbelief flooding her face. Find out what? That you've been sleeping with my boyfriend? That you've been lying to me? Which one? Lower your voice, Jason muttered. Don't tell me what to do, she snapped. Teni stepped forward. Okay, fine. You want the truth? Yes. Teni's expression hardened. He was never really yours. The words hit like a punch. What? Jason smirked slightly. Come on, Amara. Did you really think this was real? Her chest tightened. So, everything was part of a plan, Teni finished. Silence, thick, suffocating. Amara shook her head slowly. No, you're lying. I'm not, Teni said flatly. We needed someone naive, someone easy to manipulate. And you were perfect, Jason added. Amara's eyes filled with tears. Teni, you're my best friend. Were, Teni corrected coldly. That was the moment something inside Amara broke completely. You used me? She whispered. Teni shrugged. Don't be so dramatic. Dramatic? Amara laughed, a broken, hollow sound. You betrayed me. And you're overreacting, Teni shot back. It's not that deep. Not that deep. Amara stepped closer, her hands trembling. Not that deep? I trusted you. And that's your problem, Teni snapped. You're too soft, too weak. The words cut deeper than any knife. Jason watched, amused, saying nothing. You think you're better than me? Teni continued. You think because you're quiet and nice that you deserve everything? I never said that. But you act like it, Teni shouted, always playing the victim. I am the victim, Amara cried. No, you're just pathetic. Silence fell. Heavy, dangerous. Amara's breathing became uneven. Say that again. Teni rolled her eyes. Pathetic. And that was when everything spiraled out of control.